I remember I told you last week to think of a pie, okay? And how it basically works is it has categories. So the pie is like being a circle there. And so the letter C is for the composer, A is for the author, CA is for composer and author. So if you're a composer, if you took part in music, or if you just did the penning, right? Please put that back, Tyson. T is for translator if it's going for another language. AR for arranger. And AD adapter. E is publisher if you've got a publishing deal with somebody. So as you can see, as I start calling off these letters, the pie size gets smaller. But if your name is also tied in with the other person and every one of those other categories, the pie then becomes bigger for you, right? So whoever you're working the poem with, or if it's your piece, 100% your piece, you put your name down on this paper here. You then you put in your social, and then the percentage of what you've done for it. So suppose you and another person were doing the music and the lettering, it would be 50-50, right? Right? And if you were doing, if you were also a writer in Canada, SOCAN, member of SOCAN, or if you joined the one in the States, which is called BMI, they work under the same paper. So somebody's tracking your stuff in the States as well. So that's just another, if you're part of them. If you're just Canadian, you just worry about the Canadians. Canadian side.
They didn't ask that?
It's sort of along the same line, BMI, ASCAP, sort of along the same line. So
I checked that on the internet, and they said that it was like $50 just to register.
I was just gonna ask that question.
Okay, so now it's changed. Okay. Well,
yeah, because you said the time that you did it was just
free.
But I mean $50 to.
Well, when I did it was almost 35 years ago when I joined. My first record I recorded at 14 or something. I just gave away my age. And I'm Karen too. Okay. Well, I don't remember how old I was.
I'll edit that out.
I was pretty young when I did it, and back then it wasn't called SOCAN, it was called ProCan. And Pro Canada, so it was for the writers in Canada. Then it changed to SoPro, I think it changed, and then it changed to SOCAN. So it included writers as well.
So is SOCAN represented through just Canada, or is it through...
It's all Canada and worldwide.
Worldwide?
Right?
Isn't that when Darren McCarthy, MC Snow, stepped in? It turned it into SOCAN?
No, you didn't do that. You got a hell of a check from him. You did get a nice check. Yeah, so anyways, so this is just, so if it costs $50 now to join, think of it as an investment. How many times have you thrown $50 away?
Lots.
Right? Now, this $50 that you're investing in is in your art for the rest of your life. So if your stuff gets published or picked up, you're going to get a check for the rest of your days.
Do you have to put in a disc too, obviously, I guess?
Well, to register, they're saying it costs $50 to register to become a member.
Where do you put the money in?
Sorry?
Where do you put the, like, you send a check or something? Or?
You just send it to me.
Okay.
I do the rest.
Okay, man.
No.
No.
You contact SOCAN and you ask them to send you an application form that you can fill out. There you provide a check, a certified check, $50, go to Money Mart, get a check for $50. Send it to them. Boom, you're a member, they give you an ID number. Now, you don't need the paper anymore. You can register online, and you can take your songs and register them online as they come up, right? But it's always, I always like to keep one handy though, to say if I'm in the studio and I see that the song is really going well, I say, hey buddy, hear it. Because what it does, it protects you and protects the song, and you're not looking for buddy to pay you, and you know that if this song ever gets out and you got your stamp on it right now, and you know it's monitored in your name.
I got some friends that did the mail the tape thing and mail it to you.
That's not the same. That's registered.
Registered mail, yeah.
Yeah, that's not the same anymore.
That's just you can only use that, I guess, if somebody's actually stolen the entire song. You go, no, look,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not the same
take it
anymore.
before
This
it-
is to register your work.
Okay.
So that like if it's played anywhere else,
Mm.
you can say, hey, you know, or if it's performed anywhere else, then your song this is going back to you.
Cool.
In your file that you paid your registry $50 for to sign up, so your name and your file, anything that you've done falls into your category, right? Until you have a list of songs in your log, in your catalog, your own personal catalog. Okay?
Even if you're like, your name of your band is on the poster for a show, you get $35.
Okay, no, that's
No?
not how it works. But close though. What happens is, and this depends on the promoter, okay? So suppose you and Zach and I was the promoter, right? And I says, okay, I'm gonna put on a show and I want Zach and I want Sean on the show. You give me the name of your band and we're gonna do a show. And while you guys were on the show, you did Queen, which you registered.
I'm gonna register that song.
Okay.
I'm
talking.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Hi. I'm talking right? Just in case you did. So you did. I'm just saying, just for saying names. You did the song Queen, and you did Over You.
Okay.
You registered Over You, right?
That's
Right.
a Barry song.
Okay, but. Okay, quiet, please, Tyson.
But,
Okay, but your name is on as part of the writer because you helped with the music.
okay,
Because you were here and you helped
okay,
put it together, right? You showed up for the dynamics of it.
yeah,
You
okay,
helped put the music together, right?
yeah,
So your name is on there as part of the, you get a little percentage C
okay,
as a composer,
okay.
right? Okay, so now I'm doing the show, right? The show's a sellout, everybody comes and has a good time. What happens is now Sean and Zach, they have to go get their paper, there's another form, and they say, hey man, we did a show with Devon, and we played our songs on the show. And our songs are registered, and SOCAN says, oh yeah? So they phone me up and they go, hey, did you do a show last month with these guys on your show? And I said, yes, they did. And he says, well, they played these songs, so there's a fee that you have to pay. Oh, really? Okay, here's the fee. Now the fee that I paid, it comes back through and goes right onto your account. And so what happens quarterly or every 3 months, because you got a slew of songs up there, you're gonna get a check. So that's how
You've got somebody tracking your song already.
so that's how it works. That's in the case of a promoter though.
Yeah.
That's in the case of a promoter. Now not every promoter is honest and pure as old Dev here.
If you were to jump up on stage at a bar and play some Eric Clapton song, are you expected to pay some money to
No,
Eric Clapton? Okay,
but-
that's sort of what I'm
No, but the club, suppose we were playing at a club called, for instance, some club downtown that's famous for blues, I won't mention any names,
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah,
And we go play at that club, and we do an old Eric Clapton song.
yeah.
Plus we did a bunch of songs, and we also done
Only you.
Over You,
Okay,
right? We done Over You on the same stage in that club.
okay,
Well, I submit a paper of my set list.
right,
Yes, I did Eric Clapton's Heaven.
yeah.
So, and I did Over You. So when they look at it, they're going, oh, Eric Clapton has to get a piece too. So they send
they
his
do?
one to his account. You don't have to pay it.
Okay.
It goes to the Eric, and another one goes to Sean's account, and another one goes to Zach's account.
So who
and then
pays that money? The club does?
the club has to pay.
Oh, okay.
The club has to pay for having SOCAN writers in the club,
Ah.
and he has to pay an annual fee.
So he could easily reject people that are.
No, some clubs are union and they have to pay. SOCAN goes around. I've seen it. I've actually seen the guy come in a suit and goes, "Hi, I'm a member of SOCAN, and you owe us this much."
Wow.
And they've had to pay. I've actually seen it.
What sort of coin do they have to put in it?
I didn't see how that much. It was none of my business, but
I'm curious what kind of money they
I'm
pay,
just
yeah.
no. Well, I don't know what it is, right? I don't know the monetary stuff.
Like a song or something?
I don't know,
Yeah, okay.
but that's how it is now,
Okay.
right? And now it's also the same way with iTunes and CD Baby, where you can register your songs that you play and put them on iTunes, and then you join them, and then everybody who takes a hit of your song, you get a percentage of that 99 cents.
There's the call, it's a percentage though, right?
Right.
Because they sell their tickets for so much to.
Or
to get-
they let you on their site where everybody's buying
That's
tunes
right.
that they buy a iTunes card for, and they get their cut, right?
Totally.
Wow, you could just have one song and you could be a millionaire off of it.
Yeah.
Well, this is the whole
I mean,
thing.
if it's good, right? I
Right,
mean,
well, this
It's
is the
called
whole-
taking care of business.
And we did that, right? We talked the highest paying gross song
yeah,
in
taking care
Canada.
of
Taking
business.
care of it.
Taking care of business for the most in royalties. You know how many commercials and stuff you hear? How many Home Depot commercials and radio commercials have you heard? The
It's
guy
crazy, and they
taking
always
care of
get paid
business?
for that, man.
Man, that Ronnie, he never have to write another song again because his business is taken care of.
Yes, and a good title of the song.
So anyway, so that's our class for today. If you guys who wants a copy, anybody need a copy of this? I've only got a couple of them.